Hello and welcome. My name is Tolan and I'm one of the co-founders of CoLearnable. I also have a couple other projects or companies, including CodeRemotely.io and Splativity and Productivity Me. In this video, we want to do an introductory course on WordPress, more specifically some of the very basic things that you might want to know in order to get your first WordPress course up and running. What we want to do is we want to use one of our websites, splativity.com, and build out a website which we might use for our actual business. Our business at Splativity is selling courses online, primarily through Udemy, and in the past we found it sort of difficult when we were first getting started to get a WordPress website up, or really any sort of website. Obviously that was 8 years ago. A lot has changed, but we thought we would sort of do a retroactive look at what it might take in order to build a website today with WordPress, and we wanted to sort of simplify it so that it's not overwhelming, at least for people in a position like I was where they have very little technical background. So if that's interesting, let's get started. In this video, we're gonna jump into what the course is gonna be like, and yeah, here we go. So we want to start by saying this course will have essentially 10 lessons. By that, we mean 10 to 11. We start at 0, like we often do in computer science, and we end at 10. Now, we have this cool PDF, for what we think is a cool PDF, where we've gone ahead and we've drawn out the individual lessons. And one of the cool things that we did is, or one of the things that we think is cool, that we would have liked to have in a course 7 years ago when we first got started, is there are these categories or these sections. So the first section is setting the stage, then getting online, getting set up, customizing your site, and wrapping up. So you have these groups of lessons, and then in each group you have one or more lessons, including navigation, competitor analysis, wireframe design, blah, blah, blah. You can do the reading on your own. What we found is occasionally on YouTube and in other places, there's links, which are great. But what we wish we had is a roadmap or a treasure map or a treasure hunt where you could just come on to this treasure map or this PDF or whatever, and you could just click and it would bring you automatically the video. So that's what we've essentially gone ahead and done. So if you wanted to learn a little bit about wireframe design, or what we're going to do for wireframe design, you would just drag your mouse or cursor over wireframe design, you click that, and it will open in a new window. So if you wanted to do WordPress versus WordPress.org, again, it would just open up that video. And then if you wanted to learn more about general building tasks, you would click that. And because I've closed my window, I now have to drag it over. But we could do page building and it would open up. So that's one of the features of our sort of course structure, is you have this clickable PDF. And the sort of the appearance of this PDF might change over time. That's totally fine. But essentially you'll have these categories, and with individual lessons, and any of the individual lessons you should be able to scroll over and click on and it will automatically open the video. Currently the videos are hosted on YouTube, but who knows what the future will hold. Now, if you want just sort of a preview of some of the lessons, so assembling your site's assets, we're going to talk about getting things like your images, your text, your copy, blah, blah, blah. And hosting domains, we'll talk about hosting provider and choosing one. In our case, we'll choose HostGator, but you'd be welcome to choose whatever you want, whether it be WP Engine, Bluehost, Microsoft Azure, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why I'm saying blah, blah, blah all the time, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of annoying. But in installing WordPress, or in WordPress configuration, we'll talk about how to install WordPress on your host, how to log into WordPress, and then how to do things like update your password or update WordPress, the software itself. In site-specific configuration, we're going to look at addressing things like plugins, like your themes, or how to update those, how to customize your theme. We're going to choose Astro, but you could choose whatever theme you want. In general building tasks, we're going to look at things like a favicon, the little thing that shows up in the little portion of your window of your browser, with a little icon, which is cool. We'll look about how to design a site logo, so to change your site title and tagline. Sorry, it's when I had to pause and then, look at the video. And then we'll look at how to add pages, delete pages, modify pages, create custom pages, create contact, setup, that kind of stuff. And then we'll look at buttons and let you on your way. So if this is at all interesting to you, go ahead and check out one or more of the videos in this course. Otherwise, have a nice life. It was great to meet you digitally on a monodirectional manner, but yeah. Tell us what you think. There's a lot to improve, but you can't really improve if there's nothing to improve upon. So that's why I wanted to create this first version of this first course. So thanks for your time, and we'll see you again soon. Cheers.